Welcome to Masterpiece Tarot. My name's Tala. Here you'll find timeless messages to guide your soul's awakening. If you're here, trust. You're meant to be. Please show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing. These help support my mission of creating more peace on Earth. Okay, collective, we're going to get a general message here. We're going to see what Spirit would like for us to know today. Thank you, Spirit, for using me as a channel for these messages. Thank you for assisting the collective as well. The message of forgiveness. Okay, we've got, I got to fix the light a little bit. We've got a message of forgiveness here. Okay, Spirit. What is it that you would like for us to know here? What's the situation? What's needing forgiving? What do we need to know about forgiveness at this time, Spirit? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. What can we know about forgiveness, Spirit? Got a 10 of Cups. Okay. This is a happy family. We have an 8 of Cups. Now in the 8 of Cups we see somebody walking away, and they're walking towards something different. They haven't found what it is that they're looking for here. Okay, this is the opportunity, is to walk towards something better. Okay. Or maybe something that they feel pulled toward. You know, it's not necessarily to say that a person's not happy. Their purpose might be drawing them forward, though. Okay. Or something else, you know. And we'll have to see what that might be about. There's a challenge. We have a 5 of Cups, so there's a diminishing in the cups. From the 10 to the 8 to the 5, here we see loss. There can be a challenge here. Grief can be a barrier. Sometimes we stay stuck, you know, in a period of grieving or mourning. Sometimes it prevents us from opening up to the new. We certainly can get stuck in it. It can also just be hard for the people that we might be moving away from, or, you know, there might be distance that's growing between you and certain people as you know, start this process of moving away here. And it's not to say that there's less love, but it's to say maybe that you have a soul journey here. Okay. You might also be moving away from parental figures, a partner, or just a family group in general. You might be single. And then we have a 10 of Wands. You've got to take action. We see this person moving. They're on the move. Something's quite burdensome here. This is an interesting spread. There is a need to lay these burdens down. Now, how we're going to do that, we'll have to see. This gives a sense of sort of traveling through a desert, being on a path. It looks a bit desolate. It might be that on this spiritual journey, we must walk a desolate path, a path that is very solitary, or, you know, maybe just with a very small group. Here we have an animal companion, depending on what your purpose is, you know. Okay, let's pull some clarifiers here. Gotta reach those guys. Okay, let's see, Spirit. What is it that you would like the collective to know here about this 10 of Cups, this situation? Collective, this might resonate for you if you've recently had to move away from a familiar or, a familiar environment, an environment that brings you happiness or once brought you happiness, or that, that you just think of as in this kind of colorful way. When you think of it, you think of fulfillment and happiness and celebration. And okay, first card out is the Hierophant. Oopsies, I think I've done something here. Let's see what happened. Okay, alrighty. We've got the Hierophant here. We have a Three of Pentacles. Wow, and a Two of Wands. This kind of confirms what we've been saying here, collective, okay? We see a Hierophant. The Hierophant is a teacher, a mentor. They provide guidance. Okay, and it seems that, here in this context of this reading, you may be guided toward new connections, new partnerships. You may be called to build something new. And at this time, you may be, you may have made a choice, but you're still in the planning phases of it. But I get the sense that with this Hierophant, there's this kind of knowingness. And here we see work being done. So this is about purpose, I think. A different aspect of your purpose. Maybe to do less with love and more to do with something structural in society, or it could, structural in the sense of anything, okay? A building, quite literally, or more figuratively, systems, okay? Paradigms, ways of thinking, okay? Okay, let's look at the Eight of Cups. What are we walking away from? What are we walking toward? What does this feel like for the collective here? Ace of Cups. Okay, there's opportunity for a new start. This is definitely Aces are about the individual. We have a Page of Pentacles. Okay, there's a sense that, there is something material to be gained here in the future once you level up, okay, or move to the next stage with this. And we have a Five of Cups again. There's a feeling of grief. But I think the opportunity here is to turn around, okay? Rather than focusing on what you're leaving behind, focus on what you're moving toward. Okay, here in front of this guy on the Five of Cups card, he's focused on what's been spilt over. He has an opportunity to turn his body around and look at those two cups that are standing. That is where that Ace of Cups is going to be found. Okay, this overflowing cup of love, this happiness, this, feeling of connection with the divine, perhaps with another. And it's from this foundation of love that the Page of Pentacles is going to be able to level up into the night and begin really taking some action, okay, on what it is that they're building. So, collective, this might be a message for you to say, focus on what it is that you're moving toward, okay? Release what it is that you're leaving behind. Okay? We can't take everything and everybody on our journey with us, okay? Like, she's loaded up. she couldn't possibly carry anymore, and as it is, she has like a pack animal with her. Okay, on this journey, there's a need to travel light. Okay, so now we have this challenge here with the Five of Cups. This is somebody looking at that loss, feeling sad. We have a Four of Pentacles. So there's an opportunity to stabilize yourself here. Okay, get grounded. Get grounded. We have a Page of Swords. Yeah, begin preparing. Okay, to stand in your truth and to move on what you know to be true. Yeah, and there's you know, this is a heavy burden with the Ten of Wands. The challenge might be in doubting. It might be, you know, like when we have these negative thoughts, they can kind of loop in other negative thinking, okay? So if we're feeling and focused on our grief, our pain, our sadness, what's been lost, it can cause us to feel afraid to let go, okay? A need to have control, which can keep us stuck, keep us blocked, and it can keep us in a state of burden. You know, she can easily lay down those wands, but I guess the question would be, what are you holding on to? And is there something that you can release at this time that would lighten your load and enable you to continue moving forward, okay, on this sacred journey that you've been guided to embark upon? All right, so now the Ten of Wands, this is an action to take. Help us clarify this card, Spirit. We have a Six of Pentacles. Okay, this is about balance. This is about charity, too. Okay, there's a sense here. We have a Ten of Cups and strength. Yeah, there's a sense here that we have two tens. We have a Ten of Wands. This is that heavy burden again. Duplicate card. But we also have a Ten of Cups. We have two Ten of Cups and two Ten of Wands. Interesting, huh? That's a lot of mirroring. That's kind of twinny. When I see two pairs like that, I always think of twins. You know? Anyway. What's the action? Take a balanced approach. Understand that this love is never going to go away. The love that you share with another, whether it's in the past, whether it's in the future, the truth of the matter is it exists right now in your heart, in your mind. So even if you physically have to move away, you carry that with you. Okay? The 3D reality might change, but you carry that with you. Okay, so don't be afraid to move into a new portal, to move through a portal. Be strong. We see that she's really strong here, okay, on this journey by herself. Okay, she's got this stuff balanced, you know, on this animal's back. I don't know if it's an ox or what kind of animal that is, but move toward a completion. The Ten of Cups is about a completion. Move toward a new Ten of Cups. Move toward something new that's going to make you feel fulfilled and satisfied. If you're being called to pursue a higher purpose and you're being guided by the Hierophant to partner in new ways, to make choices and start making plans, okay, stay optimistic. Okay. Acknowledge your grief and your pain, but release it and stay balanced as you move ahead. Keep your eye on your goals. Keep an eye on what's going to give you a sense of fulfillment in whatever purpose or higher purpose you're being called to. And I'm interested to know, what is this higher purpose? I wonder if we can get a little bit of information on it. Let's use these cards here, the light seers. Tell us a little bit about this higher purpose, Spirit. What can we know about this higher purpose that the collective may be called to at this time? What can you tell us about this higher purpose? What is it? Is it to do with love? Is it to do with something in the material? Is it to do with the spiritual? We have a 9 of Cups, a 4 of Cups, and the Lovers. Well, it seems to be something that's going to come through the Cups energy. This is about love, connection, emotion, and it is something that is co-created with another. There's some kind of, it might be that you're moving toward a soulmate. Okay, I don't see that out here though, but although we do have 2 10 of Cups. You could be moving toward a soulmate. The 9 is a single person. The 4 is, you know, somebody who's stable, but she looks a little bored. You know, she's kind of keeping herself stuck because she's a little bit afraid to lose control. But I think what the higher purpose here is to embrace the energy, you know, the best energy of the Cups. You know, what the Cups has to offer is beautiful. It flows, it's healing. It has a kind of a feminine nature. It fills up the spaces in which it finds itself. Okay, it flows into crevices in the earth. It nourishes the earth. You know, it can be drawn up into the sky through the sunlight to form clouds, which then, you know, water the lands. And as far as this Lovers goes, it could be like a power couple situation. It could be like children. You know, you could have, you know, spirit children that come as a result of this partnership. There's a lot of passion here with the red. There's a lot of fire. And this fire is very creative. It burns up things that need to be burned up. It lights things up. It's alchemizing. Okay, it has a lot of power to transform. And it really transforms Earth greatly, Earth matter. It doesn't really well, it does transform water. It heats it up and then it evaporates. And it lights up in the air, creates light. So it's alchemizing. So I think your purpose may be to, somehow it's to do with water and fire. Fire and water. Water is healing, the fire is transformative. So it could be that you are moving into a partnership for the purpose of creating some type of change on this earth. And this is done through this love connection somehow. Okay? That's what the cards are saying. And there might be lots of people like this at this time coming together on planet Earth to bring about this shift that more and more people are understanding is needed at this time. Okay. Let's get some messages. Judgment, I understand that everyone has their own unique path, path and challenges. And acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Okay, those are your messages, collective. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.